Well, hi, I'm Mark Binder. Thanks for being here. You want to go next slide? A little bit about me is I've been a developer for about 10 years, 2 of those professionally, and about 8 of them hacking away, learning things, realizing I know things, realizing there's a lot more I don't know, and yeah, primarily writing PHP, SQL. At work, I write C# and TypeScript, and right now I'm learning Go just because why the heck not? So a bit of a story time. Back in October of last year, I was moving just 10 minutes up the road. And whether you're moving 10 minutes up the road or 10 hours away, it's the same number of boxes and you have to move utilities. So when I was moving Spectrum internet, it was a very disconnected experience. What ended up happening is I was moving into an apartment that has a group account with Spectrum. So everybody in the apartment complex has the exact same plan. What am I receiving to this day? Was it 8 months later? I'm still receiving physical promotional mail for the exact plan that I have. So this is showing how not integrated Spectrum is with itself by the very nature of billing is not talking to marketing. On top of that, the group account should also be an indicator that we should not promote this service to them. Now, on the flip side, if we go to Ameren, it was a very connected experience. Within 2 days, I stopped receiving automated text messages of, hey, you should do this billing plan, or hey, you should sign up for this type of service. I don't know how you can sign up for different types of service with Ameren, but apparently you can. But within 2 days, all of that stopped. So they knew about each other. Billing and marketing knew about each other within 2 days. Better, still not great. So that kind of, I want to break down the different types of experiences because each part of this, I think matters. You got your customer, employee, developer, marketing, sales, and support experience. What I want to ask you guys is, which one of these matters the most?
Customer experience.
Lawrence?
Probably customer experience, because that's most public facing, support experience is secondary to that customer.
So I'd be inclined to agree with you, except I'd argue that none of them matter the most. They're all part of the same unifying, cohesive experience. You've got the whole experience. And there's 2 sides to it. There's the employee side of the experience, and then there's the customer side of the experience. With the employee, you've got developers, marketing, sales, support. And then on the customer side, for the same roles, you've got new features, sales again, and support. But the important thing is that each part has its own building blocks, its own components inside of it, and its own communication styles. Typically, and this is what I've seen, a typical flow is the developers talking to marketing and sales, and support is talking to the developer after having the customer reach out, and marketing and sales are bombarding the customer at the same time, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, whatever the channel that they're reaching them, email. They're all talking to each other in this non-very centric flow. One issue with this is if I'm a customer and I'm sending a support request into a company that I'm paying to solve a problem for me and it's not working, I don't want marketing sending me a message, hey, you should buy this other product of ours, when I have an open support request and something's clearly not working. Hey, I'm paying you money and it's not working. Hey, give us more money. Not a great ideal experience. Better flow would be developers are talking to marketing, who's talking to support, who's talking to sales, who are also talking to the developer, and every combination thereof. Now, typically, you probably would have like a product manager, marketing manager, or whoever being like the sole point of contact, but every combination of that communication should be occurring. On top of that, there should be a singular touch point with the customer. And the reason for that is what I said earlier. If I'm a customer, I'm having an issue, I don't want to receive your marketing messages. I don't want to see your Facebook ads. I'm having a problem I want to be taken care of. Now, there may be contextual times where it's like, hey, I'm having a problem with this product, so this other upsell actually might make sense, but we don't want to get into those edge cases. So this is the better flow. What does the perfect flow look like? I'm gonna argue it doesn't exist. And if you discover it, you let me know. But somebody who has found something very, very, very close to the perfect flow is going to be Chick-fil-A. So I want to ask a couple questions, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Why does Chick-fil-A call their customers guests?
Marketing gimmick.
Yeah, marketing gimmick.
It's the way that they, it's a model they build up for the clients, right? You might be a guest at a hotel, you might be a car in a drive-through. They build it around having a pleasant end-to-end experience on the guest, as opposed to one-time run-and-gun transaction and skill without interest in how pleasant that particular transaction is.
That's almost spot on. So a lot of the a common answer that I hear that I'm surprised I didn't, but well, you're very very spot on. A lot of guests, I'm sorry, a lot of restaurants call their guests. Threw me off there. I wasn't expecting that good of an answer. Um, And so it's kind of an industry term. But on top of that, what it becomes is if you were to invite somebody into your home, say you have friends coming over for dinner, they're your guests in your home. Well, the store, you have to think of it as this is the business's home. They're coming into your dining room. They're having dinner with you. They're in your home. They're your guests. When does the Chick-fil-A experience begin?
The client experience begins with marketing, whether that's word of mouth or a flyer or commercial, because end to end, it's similar to like observability, right? You might observe that Chick-fil-A offers great fried chicken, or that Four Seasons is a place you could stay in St. Louis. It might not be the best hotel, but it is generally well known because it's a chain.
So I would argue that that's actually a little bit too early. The marketing communication is maybe, but more so, I would say the Chick-fil-A experience starts the moment you pull into the parking lot. And the reason I say that is uh, there's two things really that Chick-fil-A's parking lot is known for: really long lines for the drive-through, and also really short wait times in that drive-through. So that brings us to the next question: is why are people outside of the drive-through? True. Yeah. You don't want to pull up to the speaker box and be like, sorry, what? Part of it is we wanted people to be joined or welcomed to Chick-fil-A with a smiling face. Welcome. On top of it, also, it has to do with why it's so quick in the drive-through line. If you're in line and say there's 20, 30 cars ahead of you, and there's no one outside in the drive-through, that is 20 or 30 cars you're waiting just to get up to a speaker box to place your order. Your food's not being made until you're at that speaker box. Now, if you put somebody outside 20 or 30 cars back from the speaker box, hey, welcome to Chick-fil-A. My name's Mark. What can I get started for you today? All of a sudden, all that time waiting to get up to the speaker box is not waiting to place your order. It's waiting for your food. Chick-fil-A respects their guests enough to respect their time. Say, hey, we realize that you're in the drive-through for a reason. Let's get you in. Let's get your food, and let's get you on your way. And if you want to come back later for the dining room, you're more than welcome to. Next. But what about the Chick-fil-A app? What are the steps when placing a mobile order? Typically, You open the app, you have your restaurant, you have your favorite meal, and you know, I'm going here, I'm ordering this, and I got to go pay. So I hit pay, and hey, let us know when you're here. What do you need to do when you arrive is you push the I'm here button. Well, that's great. A lot of times people end up waiting 15, 20 minutes because they forgot to push the I'm here button. So this then requires that team members are helping troubleshoot the app or checking them in mobilely or manually on the mobile kiosk. So how does this get improved, especially for those who walk into the restaurant and then place a mobile order? What happens if you're already there? You're already there. This pop-up show, hey there, it looks like you're already here. Do you want us to start preparing your order now? It doesn't give the guest the opportunity to do the wrong thing. It's right in their face saying, hey, you're here. Do you want us to start making your food? And the important thing here is it gives them a choice. It doesn't just go, yes, I'm going to start making your food. It's, I'm ready, or no, I've got some other reason why I'm not going to, I don't want you making my food yet. I'm sitting down, I'm talking to my friends, I'm getting my kids settled. Any number of reasons here that I'm not ready. It gives them a choice, but it gives them the reminder with that choice that there's something that we need them to do. So what are the key takeaways from everything I've been saying today? Creating excellent experiences is going to take time. This new pop-up in the Chick-fil-A mobile app, I started seeing at the beginning of this year, after I'm no longer working at Chick-fil-A through college. I wish it would have been there, 2, 3, 4 years ago. Would have been fantastic. And it's the little things that are going to make or break an experience. Having somebody outside in the drive-thru is fantastic. It's great. But it's not the make or break element by itself. Collectively, with the mobile app, the smiling face, changing your wait time to place an order to wait time for your food, all of these are going to add up collectively to either make the experience great, or if they're little things that are horrible, break the experience and make it not so great. I was going to say, do everything you can do to make something that needs to happen actually happen, but I don't know. That one, I feel a little. My opinion's changed on that one since I wrote it not too long ago. Still, you do need to do everything, but at the same time, how and when is going to be important. And most importantly, think about what the little details are that you can do that'll help surprise and delight your customers, your guests, or whatever. Again, it's the small things that add up to make the world of difference. Now, maybe like I said, the small things that are fantastic, or the small things that are not so great, that it's going to make the customer or the guest choose whether or not they want to come and dine with you or work with you ever again. That's it.